Hi friends, and we're back. Welcome back to another episode. Hope you guys are having a nice morning. And yeah, we're going to be kicking this story off by continuing the story that I was telling in the previous episode. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen the previous episode, go ahead and watch that. I'll leave a playlist in the description because you're definitely going to need to know that for this story that I'm going to tell. Story of the best day of my life. Very important story to me. Very personal story to me. But yeah, to continue that story. Yeah, we're all waiting in the gym. Shit, I forgot. Shit's full. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're waiting in the gym. Listening to Disney music and shit. Nothing was really going on. Eventually the buses are ready, so we all line up and get ready to go on the bus. I don't know what happened, but I guess of all the buses that were ready at the present time, I guess we boarded ours like dead last. I said, I don't know what happened. No, I guess I already gave everything to this dude. But yeah, I guess we just I don't know. We didn't have to, but I guess we unintentionally stood at the back of the line. So we were the very last persons to board our bus, and the bus was like perfect capacity. So the problem with that is that there was a full seat. There was a full seat for 2 people available, and then the other 2 seats were like 2 other seats that were scattered, like one next to some random person and another next to a random person. So in other words, what ended up happening were these 2 people that I kind of knew, that Roberto knew at the time, they sat next to each other. Me and Roberto did not get to sit next to each other. I sat next to some random dude, and Roberto also sat next to some random dude. So I was like, well, there goes sitting next to each other, I guess. I think we were originally going to play like Switch stuff or some random shit. Yeah, regardless, we would have at least like had the opportunity to talk, and it wouldn't have been that boring of a ride. But oh well. I just ended up listening to music for the full 2-hour drive that we were going up there. Here, hold on. I guess I'll drop some shit that I'm not using. Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-hour bus drive. Nothing super important there. I was just listening to some music that I was into at the time. Which I think, interestingly enough, was I think some Billie Eilish stuff I was listening to at that point, because this was 2019. She'd a lot of her shit was fucking brand new at the time. Yeah, it's crazy to think about. But I'm just gonna drop these on the floor. I don't really need these. At least at the present time. Oh, oops, hold on. Okay, there. Okay, cool. That should be enough for now. But yeah, basically just listening to a bunch of random stuff. Some of those songs still do remind me of Grad Night to this day, though. So that was nice. And then we ended up growing up at around just after noon, just after 12. So we left around 9, late 9 something, close to 10 basically is when we left. So it was a 2-hour and something minute drive. So we finally pull up to Disneyland, and because we're the Grad Night crew, we enter at this special entrance. So I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Disneyland, the way they're laid out, but or California Disneyland to be precise, of course. Yeah, we instead of entering, at the actual entrance where it's that there's crossroads in between California Adventure and Disneyland, around that area. Instead of entering around there, we actually entered California Adventure side. We entered right next to where the Guardians ride is / Tower of Terror, whatever what is it used to be. We entered right around there. If you guys actually look, if you guys look at like pictures of that area, like a Google Street View or whatever, right next to the Guardians Array, there's actually like this humongous door thing, which I guess they use for stuff like that, and also cargo, I'm guessing, and stuff like that. But yeah, we actually entered through there. So yeah, we got off the bus, went through this mini security checkpoint, which didn't really matter for me because I was packing like my phone and a charger, I think, at that point, which I didn't even use. So we went through there, and or you know what, I guess you know, I'm remembering the times now. It's starting to come back to me. I think we got off at around 12:45, actually, close to 12:50. Because the only reason I remember that is because we one of the first things we did was we got a fast pass ticket to the Guardians Ride, actually, which would actually no, we didn't actually end up using that, but we did get a fast pass ticket for the Guardians Ride, and I think it was time stamped like 1 something. So yeah, we're exploring the park at around 12 to 1 is essentially my point. Not an important detail, but I just like remembering these things. So here's the huge detail that actually is important. So when we get off the bus, I'm just gonna call everyone by name. I'm sure they won't mind. They're my friends. So it is me, Roberto, Julia, Angel, Simon, and then that's us 5. Those are the important 5. Remember those. So this could be like some of the main people. And then there was 3 other people that are also kind of important, but also make this part of the drama part of the story. There's one of them. Well, I'm not gonna address any of these people by name. But the one of them that is very important is the dude that I actually hung out with on prom that I was talking about last episode. It's him. It's that same guy. It's one of them. Who I guess I'll say, again, I'm not gonna address this dude by name. I'm not gonna talk about this guy. But let's just say throughout the course of literally all of school, from elementary to high school, he did not have a very good reputation simply because people just found him very annoying. I could tolerate him. A lot of other people could not, and I can understand why. Definitely got a lot of people's nerves, and I get it. I knew why. I just didn't super care. But yeah, that's it. He was just annoying, basically, is all I need to know. Not many people liked him. And then there's these 2 other people, which aren't very important, but they were with him, really. So basically, we're a full group of 8. So we're this decent sized group. We're marching around California Adventure. The group at this time is not led very well because this is not the group that was supposed to be wandering the streets of Disneyland. It was supposed to be someone else, which I'll get into later. So because no one's leading, me and Roberto. Oh, nice! I forgot you can kind of like look at this. Yeah, because no one's really leading this at this point, me and Roberto just kind of make a random executive decision. We're like, oh, you know what? The first ride we're going to go to is the Buzz Lightyear ride, because of course. What other fucking ride would we start with? So we do that, go to the whole Tomorrowland section. And then we show up at the Buzz Lightyear ride. It's very fun. I love that ride. I believe I rode with Roberto, and that was a ton of fun. Here's where the drama begins, though, and it kind of ends at the same time. Just kind of one big. Actually, no, it keeps going, but here's where it begins, basically. So yeah, this group of 8 was not the original group of 8 that was supposed to happen. Little did I had no idea this was happening. No one told me this. I was not involved with this because I didn't really know these people at the time. Roberto did. I don't know why he didn't really say too much at the time. I guess it didn't really matter ultimately. But unbeknownst to me is that someone else, who was essentially the leader who organized this whole group of friends to explore Disneyland together, they had planned their own amount of people that did not involve me, actually, and these 3 other people that I mentioned earlier. The 3 people that, with the annoying guy and the 2 others. So me and these 3 are not involved in the original planning of this. So what happens is, because their bus was delayed, the 3 that were supposed to take the place, or that were supposed to be here, they show up and they meet us right outside the Buzz Lightyear ride. And literally the second we cross paths with them, it goes off. Because the original leader of this whole like group / planning of the day, they go up to the guy who I mentioned earlier who was annoying and that no one really liked. And literally the first thing, I still remember clear as day, they went up to him and immediately the first thing they say is, "No, get out of here. You're not coming with us." And like, I still remember that. It was so like awkward and intense, but it was like, at that point I was scared because I was like, fuck, I'm also not supposed to be here, so fuck, am I gonna get kicked out? But thankfully I got the pass. So it was just the person that everyone found annoying, they got kicked out, and then the 2 people that was with him, they followed him, of course. So it actually ended up working perfectly. We started off as 8. 3 got kicked out, but they immediately got replaced by another 3. And we have what I refer to as the original 8. That would go on to be really I know TLS is my first Discord, but this would really be my first Discord that was actually, active and had people, and that wouldn't be until tiny bit later though. But yeah, luckily I got the pass. Probably because I had known Roberto and I wasn't like, I didn't have a reputation of being annoying at the time or whatever. Let me catch this. So luckily that happens, and oh fuck, I forgot that these things can break too. And yeah, like I said, I'm so incredibly thankful, and it's so lucky that I got the pass, because they could have easily been like, you know what, you're not supposed to be here either. I didn't plan for you to be here, so get out. They could have easily done that, but they didn't. I'm so thankful because these people saved like my whole life plan at the time. Because again, like I had no idea what I was going to do after high school, and the things I wanted to kind of do after high school were, I won't go into, but frankly scary. I mean, they wouldn't have happened anyways, but like I would have tried doing things that basically like that would not have worked out like at all. Like nothing. I would have been striving for something that didn't work. Again, I'm not going to go into that. I know that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, but it's just, point is, it's like, I think about what could have happened and me trying to do that, and it's just not a great time. But yeah, I'm so incredibly thankful. I'm not gonna go into any more details for that story, just because it would literally just be me talking about every single ride we went on at Disneyland, which is not really the point of this story. But what I find incredible about this story, and why I consider it the greatest day of my life, is that I literally went from like, because again, like all my friends, most of my friends have moved away. Some of them didn't really go to high school anymore. They went to a different thing, so I didn't really see them at all anymore. I went from having like 2 or 3, like 2 on a good day, I'd say, really, friends, to now that I've discovered this group of people, like now I went up to 8. Which, I mean, I know some of you guys out there have like humongous groups of friends and all that. I at no point in my life ever had like a huge group of friends, so to suddenly go up to a full 8, including myself, was incredible. And we were all so close, and we had all like kind of come out of nowhere, honestly. Like, I wasn't supposed to be there. I guess they had all been pretty close already, but I was kind of an outlier at first. I only really knew Roberto and maybe someone else. But yeah, even then we still weren't that close. But basically, yeah, just to name them off, I guess I'll just go into it. So there's me, of course, and then there's Roberto. Macklemore, like I said, wasn't at Grad Night, but he eventually, like, literally the day after would join this whole new union that we created. So it's me, Roberto, Macklemore. There's Julia and Angel, who I mentioned earlier. And there's Simon. And then there's Kat. And then there's Navi. And then there was Vince, who was there at Grad Night, who would go on to hang out with us a lot more after that too, obviously. It's just funny thing is that he definitely didn't hang out with us like as nearly as much as the other ones. But yeah, it was 8 at first and then 9 when Macklemore joined. Yeah, Vince was kind of a funny one because we had known him at that point. He was actually one of the people who I had actually seen before. But yeah, he was kind of like he would just like randomly show up every once in a while. It was kind of funny. But yeah, maybe I'll tell more stories like that later. But yeah, like my friend group had just been like completely had like exploded at that rate. And then instead of being this person who wanted to just move away, do this random thing, and just like kind of leave everything behind, basically, is kind of what I wanted to do at that point. Now I want to do the opposite. I got these people now. I don't want to leave these people. These are people I consider family at this point, especially later in the year. I still do to some extent. So I was like, fuck, I have something I don't want to lose now. And kind of, yeah, that's why I say I kind of saved my mindset at that time, because I have no idea what I would ended up doing. Probably wouldn't have ended up doing anything, but the fact of the matter is I would have been pretty alone, which isn't great. But no, super cool thing is the Grad Night, that wasn't a fluke. Like once Grad Night happened, a classic example of that is Grad Night wasn't that far before like the end of the year, really. So right around graduation, the week that we were going to graduate, we hung out, which I know it's probably common for other friend groups and other people, but for me it was fucking unheard of. But the week we were supposed to graduate, we hung out like 5 to 6 days in a row, like all day, almost every day, like from the morning to like nighttime. Like we would hang out just like 5 days in a row, which again, I know that's probably like common maybe for other people, but for me, like never ever have I done anything like that before, and it was fun. Every single day was fucking amazing. I remember all of them. And we did that for a while. It wasn't until like because obviously right after that was summer break, so all through June, July, like they're incredible. Like some of the greatest moments of my life, all in that like 2 to 3 month span. Really incredible point in time for me. And I owe it all to these guys. We're still on a couple shared Discords together. Have our own private one and another more public one. Definitely don't talk as much as we used to, but I'm always open to a reunion at some point. It's been a little while now since all of us have been together. Just we're all kind of really busy with school, work, and all that stuff. Life stuff. It happens, of course. But always open to a reunion, helping we'll see each other again soon. Not that it doesn't help obviously that some of them have also moved, which is kind of a bummer. So it's also harder in that aspect too. But yeah, I owe a lot to those people. So I always hold them close to my heart. But yeah, I'm sure there will be a day when we'll all reunite again, and it'll be a huge thing. Yeah, that was like 5 years ago now. It's been a little bit, but we'll be around. I'm sure we'll get together again soon. It also doesn't help that literally the year after was COVID. There's also another horrible thing to think about. Like, had COVID happened 1 year prior, or we had graduated 1 year later, like if COVID hit the year we're supposed to have grad night would not have happened, obviously. And it's fucking like I don't really believe in fate, but that shit was like destined to happen, because so many things could have prevented that from happening, and it ended up happening. Like, really crazy to think about. Just a lot of things like that. Same thing, you know, having to do with how we met Elisa. Like, it's just crazy how the world works. Yeah, I love thinking about shit like that. I'm a very sentimental person. I love talking about the past way more than I do most things. But yeah. I guess I can try catching some fish now instead of me just randomly walking around doing nothing. See if I remember how to catch fish in this game. Okay. It's like, oh, okay, dope. First fish, awesome. Yeah, I'm a very sentimental person. It's just kind of how I am, how my brain works. I'll talk about more. Oh shit! Oops. Wow, what is going on with this fish? Look. Oh fuck, I forgot running can scare them. And so I gotta concentrate on this. There we go. I'll just turn that in. No. Well, never mind. I guess I can't. Book. Oh well. Sick. Ooh, another big one. Okay, nice. Yeah, that was the story The greatest day of my life. Sorry, I was kind of all over the place there, but usually what happens. I know that none of that story is kind of all over the place. It's not very a simple tale to tell, but it's a very personal story for me, and something that matters to me a lot. Yeah, definitely. I've never encountered anything. Haven't had any days that are crucial like that. I don't think I really have. I think I will encounter any days like that for quite a while, honestly. Life definitely isn't as fast and moving as it once was nowadays. But yeah, he's got this going on. Yeah, doing this. I was making video stuff is very fun. So I'm glad you guys are watching. I love making this stuff, so I'm glad you guys like watching them. Talking on for all that time, but I fucking wore out my voice. It doesn't help that I've also... Fuck yeah, I've been talking a lot today, because I filmed, when this is happening, I filmed like an 8-hour session of Bloodborne, and now I'm doing these group of episodes. I've been talking like pretty consistently for like over 10 hours now today, so that also definitely doesn't help. And then I'll have to do another session tomorrow, but whatever, such is life. Yeah, I guess I'll talk some more stories in the next episode. Looks like it's about that time. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, join the team, stay tuned for some more stories and some more games for us on the channel. So yeah, if you guys enjoy, and we'll see you guys in the next one.